Hello and welcome everyone to the end of the Soviet turn 6 of my playtest of my Memoir 44 scenario called Payback on Operation Bagration. On the left hand side the Russians played 3 in the center and 1 on the move. In the center they played probe, 2 on the left and 2 on the move. And on their right hand side they played a probe as well, but this time in the center, 2 in the center and 2 on the move. Now to go back to the left of the board, this minesweeping tank removed a minefield. It can do so as it moves. It's a special scenario specific unit, and it can still attack as well, and it actually killed this artillery unit, so that yielded it another point. And of course it will want to take ground as well, so I'm just going to move it into the hex now, which I could have done already, but then I might have forgotten that I actually destroyed the artillery unit. So there were 2 more tank units that moved into the woods, and this unit moved out of the village hex or town hex and made some room for the mobile artillery, which moved into the village because of an on-the-move order that became available because of the ground reinforcement role. In the center, this engineer unit removed minefield as well. Maybe if they get a future attack card, they'll be able to build a pontoon bridge here, because of course, as you can see, behind the river there's a lot of wide open tank country, so that should really help them. Although of course they will reach another river, the Berezina River, and behind that, perhaps depending on where they want to go, the Swislok River. Anyway, this IS-2 unit, or IS-1, IS-2 I think it is, which has the same rules as the Tiger, and Russians can also get them if they roll that particular die combination, so they can get an IS-2 tank as a ground reinforcement. It attacked this depleted unit, rolled a flag. The restriction has been lifted for the Germans because of a die roll which was made previously, that they cannot voluntarily retreat, and that they have to ignore flags. This one could have retreated, but since it's a depleted unit anyway, it won't yield the Russians any medals, so maybe it will get another attack in and score a hit. Who knows? So that might be the better choice here, which is why I left it in place. This mines, not a mines. Well, this was still from the previous turn, I think, because on this round the Russians did not get any ground reinforcements there. This engineer unit crossed the pontoon bridge that it built previously, and on the far right board for the Soviets, the artillery unit attacked the German unit in the fortress. It scored 1 hit, and another minesweeping tank unit became available on the ground reinforcement roll. This unit moved into the woods. This minesweeping tank used it on the move and moved from over here and removed a minefield. So that's really great about these minesweeping units, that they can still perform such an action, unlike regular engineers, so to speak, who have to use their battle turn for it. They can simply do it during a movement phase, so even an on the move will allow them to remove a minefield. And this unit moved forward as well with an on the move order. So that concludes the Russian turn. They're still trailing behind. It takes 36 medals to win. This one only goes to 34, but yeah, at least for now I'm working with 36. That might still change. Russians aren't really catching up yet, but as they start capturing town hexes, then the Russians gain 1 and the Germans lose 1, so they can catch up pretty quickly. They just have to make sure that the Germans don't reach 36 first. So thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.